Hello. Welcome to Group 18 Extended Producer Responsibility Introduction Presentation. I'm Ken Yu.
I'm 凤冲.
With the increasing amount of waste generated over the years, waste disposal and the related policies are receiving more and more attention. Among them, EPR as the police approach is gradually adopted by many countries and provinces. So, what is EPR? EPR is short for Extended Producer Responsibility. The definition is that when consumers specify that this product are no longer useful, producers are responsible for managing the disposal of the products they produced. What does it mean? For example, if we use life cycle to describe the life of the waste, producers are responsible for the product when it is the first produced, or we can call it in its cradle. And similarly, the producer is responsible for the recycling of the product after it has been used and turned into waste, or we can call it in its grave. If producer wants to ensure that the waste does not cause problems when it's disposed of, which uh, which they need to some special design for the product, such as using recyclable materials to protect the product, or reducing the toxicity of the product to reduce the risks to the environment. So after understanding what EPR is, let's talk about the advantages and the disadvantages. As mentioned in the previous section, producers need to design their produce to be more environmentally friendly in order to reach the potential of the environmental pollutions. The use of the recyclable materials improves the recyclability of the product's waste and it contributes to the local diversion rate. In addition, EPR can effectively relieve the pressure of waste disposal at all levels of government and reduce the government's investment in building new landfills. However, EPR also has several obvious limitations, we can say disadvantages. Firstly, the producer's production cost will increase due to the use of environmentally friendly materials, which may lead to a higher product price, and consumers may bear some of the design cost in this way. Similarly, some of the producers may focus more on recyclability and less toxicity of their products. And in order to stabilize the price, they may decide to sacrifice some of the durability of their products as a way to reduce their cost. Finally, as a policy on waste management, on waste disposal, EPR does not substantially reduce the waste generation, but it only has some contributions on waste management. So what happened for the EPR programs in Canada and other countries? In 2005, the Canadian Council of Minister of Environment, which is CCME, established the Producer Responsibility Extended Tax Group. What does this group do? So they guide the development and the implementation of EPR programs across the whole Canada. And in October 2006, the CAP EPR was approved and incorporated into the Canadian Waste Management Strategy. Until today, there are 21 EPR programs in BC province with different product types. Approximately 500 million flows into these 21 EPR programs each year, which is a lot of money. And in worldwide, they also have some countries that using these EPR programs in a very early years. For example, the German and the Swedish governments are both considered to be the earliest adopter of extended producer responsibility policies, and they adopted them in the 1990s. For example, the German Packing Ordinance of 1991 establishing the DSD is considered one of the first national level extension. Extended produced responsibility policies. And in 1994, the European Union adopted the packaging directive, allow individual countries to implement at their own decisions. So, uh, so what about the province in Canada? What did they do for the EPR government, EPR project? So in 2021, 2022, the BC government has established the beverage container deposit refund system through the EPR to supervise the recycling of beverage containers. Under this program, BC government will build the beverage container recycling sites on the street. It could be a site or machines in order to on the street in order to recycling those beverage containers. People since February 1st will pay a 10-cent deposit when they purchase products with a beverage container, such as milks, drinks, or other thing with bottom. And the deposit will be refunded until people returns the beverage container to the recycling site or recycling machines. For achieving this program, BC invests 500 million annually in order to operate the recycling programs and the beverage container deposit refund system. After this page is going to be the outcomes.
So, what can this system bring us? It brings us different outcomes. The advantage we have is it improves residents' enthusiasm for recycling. Garbage can be uniformly recycled, improving the recycling efficiency. But also the disadvantage also followed up. Setting up such a number of machines across the province will require a high producing cost. Damage to the machine due to bad weather and vandalism will also require corresponding maintenance costs. The government also needs to pay for the people who recycle those garbage. And now we came to Nova Scotia. Why is EPR important to Nova Scotia? Because Nova Scotia has been facing different kind of problems in recent years. For example, it is estimated that Nova Scotia generates more than 4,500 tons of electronic waste each year. Most of electronic products are difficult to degrade. An effective method are needed to alleviate this situation. Nova Scotia has also been trying to increase its provincial diversion rate to 50%, but currently the figure has been hovering at 44%. The increasing landfills made an impact to the living environment of the residents, and this kind of similar problem can be alleviated by introducing EPR. Now, what result can EPR bring to us? The advantage we have is that as EPR policy becomes more mainstream, it puts more pressure on manufacturers who are producing e-waste. This will prevent them from producing more e-waste and encourage them to set up their own recycling facility. As I also mentioned that Nova Scotia has been trying to lift the diversion rate, the EPR program can help increasing waste diversion rate in the whole province. And it will also, as the decreasing diversion rate, it will also alleviate the need for landfills. But the disadvantages has also been produced. This program may increase the cost of electronics as manufacturers add recycling cost to the initial price tag. With that, the whole cost of electronic product has been increased. Concerned that manufacturers may use recall programs to remove used electronics from the reuse market instead of reusing or repairing items that go into recycling. Although EPR helps setting fees to help encourage recycling, it may prevent different electronics from being made with better material. Using of fewer materials may result in less durable products. The life of electronic product will be shortened. And one of Nova Scotia's current EPR program is solid waste resource management regulations. Nova Scotia government has changed the ordinance to force the industry to create an extended producer responsibility program for used oil and glycol-related products. The program has been operated by 2020. A specific approach Nova Scotia has been used is that waste oil, glycol-related and electronic products are banned from landfills. In 2018, Nova Scotia government negotiated this proposed change with Retail Council of Canada, as known as RCC. RCC members are not opposite to the government's approach, as the change will align Nova Scotia's electronics and used oil programs with best practice in the rest of the country. But there are also some products affected by this regulation, such as microwaves you're using at your house, the e-book readers, GPS devices, video game system and controllers such as your Nintendo Switch, PlayStations, external hard drives, optical drives and modems, used oil filters and oil containers, glycol, which is coolant, and glycol containers. The Electronic Products Recycling Association runs Nova Scotia's electronics recycling program and will expand its program to recycle the new products. And last but not least, I would say that although this program has improved the recycling rate of solid waste, it has not reduced the production of solid waste and has not solved the problem from its own cause. Here is our reference list. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.